Bluffin Podcast. We back with another one. Back at work.
Back at work, always working. Look, we gotta work. There's no bluffing. We're gonna keep it moving.
How was Baltimore? Was it cold out there? How was the city?
Nah, it wasn't that cold. It was raining. I thought it was gonna be colder, but it was like decent temperature. It wasn't that bad. The rain, I had to take the visor off. You know, we had to put the rain gloves on. Being back home, I saw my parents. That was cool.
The family, they came out to the game. You back in Maryland? They came.
Hell no! Look, my people. Everybody was like, the forecast don't look too good. We're gonna sit this one out. But you know, being in Cleveland, I had been to Baltimore twice, so
right.
They came to see me both times. Like it was just whatever. But they watched it on TV. But my dad came to the game. He had his little poncho on. He was gonna be there.
Hey, Big John gonna always Javante. Big John gonna always pull up.
Yeah, he was there dolo. Look, I thought he was gonna bring one of his homeboys because he used to like move around in Baltimore for a little bit. But he came dolo. I sat him right behind the bench, so he was right there. It was
that's
cool.
lit. That's lit, man. Let's get into the game, man. It was a tough loss, overtime.
Yeah.
Walk me through the game, man.
It could have went either way, man. The Ravens are contenders.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody know that. Serious contenders. Like got the best record. Lamar Jackson always playing at an MVP level. Now, see, when I used to play Baltimore, it was like they're gonna run the ball. Now they got Odell.
Mm-hmm.
They drafted Zay Flowers, first round, Boston College. That's my look. I ain't gonna talk about Boston College no more. That's my one time talking about it.
Won a show.
Drafted Zay Flowers. Bateman, he kind of coming alive. They targeted him a little bit. Mark Andrews is hurt. If they had him, it probably could have got unchy. But they passing that ball, man. They spreading it around. They got a good stable of backs. They got 3 good backs. Mm-hmm. Justice Hill. They got a new dude, Keaton Mitchell, and then Gus Edwards. He's been there for a minute. So
he's a good player. Good player.
They rotate all 3 of them. They got a good team, man. Defense always fire. So the game could have went either way. Went into overtime. Couldn't come away with the win.
Was there anything that on the defensive side that they did offensively that kind of caught you off guard to you or no?
They ran a few plays like in the passing game, drop back pass. Like that last touchdown. Like I don't know where they came up with that play. They schemed that just for us. It seemed like we haven't seen it. So they did a few different things, but we still held our own.
Yeah.
We gave up a few explosives on like some busts that not necessarily something that they did, but it was kind of like our screws went tight. That's what I said.
Right.
Screws went tight. We let up some explosives, but we were still in it.
Y'all was in the game.
Yeah, when we had to get some stops, we held them. Even if it was a field goal or we got off the field, 3 and out. Overtime, coin toss. They got the ball first.
I was a little worried when they won that coin toss.
You know what I mean? Usually when a team win the coin toss in overtime, they go down and score. Game over. We don't even get a chance.
Right.
They got the ball first. We stopped them.
3 and out.
3 and out. We gave ourselves a chance.
Y'all went 3 and out.
Went 3 and out. We got the balls, sputtered, then we didn't even get another chance to stop them.
Yeah,
that punt return.
I didn't see that coming, bro. I didn't see that coming. It looked like y'all had him for a second, then it's just like he got out of there and then scampered on the sideline. That's got to be an awful feeling to not really get a chance to go back on the field to try to win the game.
Yeah, it is, especially, so this is what all the defensive players were saying, like, we understand if it was Duvernay, like their returner, like he's
an all-pro returner. Like,
arguably one of the best returners in the league. Duvernay wasn't even back there.
Right.
Some cat, Tylen Wallace.
Yeah.
Some dudes knew him, but
great run, by the way, but
I never heard of him.
Right.
And he went yard on us. Like he really got the fuck out of Dodge. Like took it to the house. We didn't even get a chance. But like I said, it was a tough game. I feel like the moral of the story was we had opportunities in the game to like eliminate them people. Like like it shouldn't even been close, but we didn't take advantage of them. So we kept it close. And when you keep it close against a contender like that, they're gonna find a way to win. Good coaching, good team. They made more plays than we did.
I do, there's no moral victories in the NFL. Like it's wins or losses.
Wins
but
or
I
losses.
will say, y'all playing some great ball. I'm more confident going down the stretch, even with that loss. Like y'all played arguably the best team in the league. Y'all played them tooth and nail. Like,
oh yeah,
one or two plays, y'all win that game.
Yeah, we hot right now. We went on the road, long flight. Then the weather was ugly.
Yeah.
So
and it's somebody y'all not super familiar with. Like y'all don't
AFC.
play them.
It's an AFC opponent. It's an AFC opponent. We're not super familiar with them. So it's just a tough one, man.
I think your offense looked really good. You know what, man? And I talk about him every show, man. Kyron He showed like because all right, the first couple games it was like he was like popping big runs and getting like chunk yardage. These last 2 games he been having a scrap for them yards, and he been getting them. Yeah. I feel like the run game is really like it's complimentary offensively. You know what I mean? Like the run game is really taking pressure off Stafford, and then the line is holding up enough for him to make plays. So I feel a lot more confident in the offense than I did before. What'd you see from the offense?
Yeah, we hot right now, man. Like whether it's Puka, whether it's we got.
He had a nasty catch.
Oh my goodness, no gloves, just finger tape.
Yeah,
he dove forward like unbelievable. He does things like in the game. We on the sideline, we just looking at each other like,
bro, he's like Cooper Kupp Jr.
We like, did he really just do that? Like even the week before against Cleveland, he caught like whatever it was, a little crossing route
and house call.
Split the defense. Like Cleveland is a great. They number 1 right now.
Yeah,
they got the best defense. Split them boys. Went 70. Like I'm like, so Puka, man, just stay at it, bro.
Yeah,
5th round draft pick, man. His future is bright.
Yeah,
but I'm confident. I'm confident in the whole team. Like you want to heat up in December. We just hit like a tough opponent.
Right.
We hit a tough opponent. Like if it was somebody equal to us or a little bit better, like. Nobody had us winning that game.
Right.
Like I said, long flight, tough opponent, and we went toe-to-toe with them people. So confidence at an all-time high.
I felt like the D-line, they play. I felt like the D-line played good ball. They got to Lamar. How hard is it to really get him to the ground? Like you running, because there's a couple times I see even, there was one on the sideline, like, and it got to be tough as a defender. He's on the sideline. You could have, like, cracked him. You try to push him, but he kind of tiptoed.
Right.
But it's like, if you hit him, you might get that personal foul call. Right. But how hard is he to get to the ground, like being so elusive and being a runner like that?
Like you said, I think we did a good job, but he's at the quarterback position.
Yeah,
he might be the toughest. Who else you got up there? Nobody.
Yeah,
he might be the toughest. So definitely got to swarm to the ball. But like you said, I had one. Probably should have just escorted him out of bounds. But I had got into it with Harbaugh on the sideline early in the game.
That's what I was going. What was going on with that sideline incident, man? They was wolfing. What was being said? What was going on the sideline, man? It looked like y'all was ready to scrap over there.
He was ready to scrap me. I almost socked him for real. Like so, Zay, look, he fight for extra yards. So you can't run without your legs. I kind of like picked him up.
But you didn't slam him.
No, I'm not gonna slam my dog, man. He did so much for Boston College. I'm sorry, that was 2.
Yeah.
I said it was gonna be 1. That was 2. I picked him up. But I ain't even slam him. Like, I just kind of let him fall to the ground.
Escorted him to out of bounds.
Harbaugh, he literally, like, when you playing, everything moves so fast. But that's all I remember. I'm looking at him eye to eye. I ain't had no buys on, so, like, we really, like, lock eyes. He said, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, why are you coming at me sideways like that, dude? Like, I ain't even do nothing wrong. The ref came in, like, he calmed him down. The ref, like, he ain't even do nothing. Woo, woo. I told him, one of the other assistant coaches, I ain't even gonna say what I said, but I said something foul to him. But it's just hard on that sideline. It's hard, especially at the quarterback position. You see Mahomes, Herbert, your feet not even out of bounds.
They tiptoeing for another 9 yards, and y'all can't touch him.
Can't hit him. So moving forward, I think you just gotta like grab him and like just don't hit him. Don't hit him, but just get him out of bounds. But it's tough. Playing defense in the NFL in this day is tough. So
yeah,
it is what it is.
It definitely was a great game, man. I don't really think it's nothing to hang your head about, man. That's probably the best team in the league right now, and y'all played them tough, man.
Yeah,
y'all had a
100%.
chance to win that one.
100%.
On to the next one. We got my team. I'm embarrassed to say
I don't even know why you like them. Why do you like them? Let's get into that first.
Because all right, look, see, like I don't like the Bears. My pops. He rock with like
so he's a Chicago guy, Midwest, and you don't like the Bears.
No, but see, like I grew up like I'm real close to my uncle, so my uncle was like Redskins, everything.
Okay.
So like when my pops would be gone, I crash at my uncle's, everything Redskins. You don't have no choice. Yeah. So I like was kind of thrusted into it. Like I remember the first NFL game. It might have been like PlayStation 1. We'd play the game. He would only let me use the Redskins.
No, hey, back then that was nice though. That was nice.
Yeah, we was good.
Yeah.
So it was like I just kind of was born into it. Bro.
And I understand that because I grew up a Cowboys fan. My pops probably never been to Texas. Never been to Texas. grew up a Cowboys fan. He diehard. So I grew up diehard. I had a Keyshawn Johnson jersey on.
Yeah.
And I loved it because it was number 19. My birthday is December 19th. And then we got the same last name. So I used to go to school acting like this me.
Yeah.
This my jersey. 19 with Johnson on the back. So I grew up a diehard Cowboys. So I understand you don't got to really live where you're rooting for.
And then, like, the Bears never, like, they was good, like, with Brian. Or they had, like, a little run. Yeah. But, like, they never was, like, exciting, though. Yeah, like, 100. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we do got Washington coming to L.A. They don't got nothing to lose. They ain't been playing good ball. Y'all in position, you know, hopefully Green Bay mess up for us. Y'all in a position to still, you know, get in the playoffs. How hard is it to kind of deal with a team like they just gonna shoot from the hip? Like, we don't got nothing to lose. We trying to play spoiler. What do you got to look out for with the Washington Commanders coming to town?
Yeah, I just was thinking about. I looked at the like leading passers. Sam Howell, he's number 1. He lead the league in passing. I don't know if he still got the title right now, but weeks 7 through 12, 13, 14. Sam Howell lead the league in passing. I'm like, what is going on? So they got potential. Scary Terry there.
Jahan Dotson.
Yeah, they got a good, decent running game. You know,
we don't throw to our receivers enough, though, bro. I feel like we be getting a lot of yards when we down 30.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Trash buckets, trash
yards.
like
y'all playing prevent. Y'all just, you know what I mean? Like, but they still, you know, it's a professional team. They do have weapons.
But what I'm looking out for, I mean, it's just play our best brand of football.
Right.
I think we're hot right now. You know, we've been playing decent football, winnable football.
Right.
Forget the stats and all that. We won 3 straight, ran into a tough opponent, could have went either way. If we would have beat them, look, we on our high horse. You know what I'm saying? So we got Washington, we got New Orleans on Thursday, short week. And then we got New York. We got another long flight to Jersey to play New York. I think they're all winnable games. So, but we got to start with this one. It's not going to be a cakewalk. Like you said, they playing spoiler. But we should have these people, man. We got to lock back in. Coach McVay always say this, and I'll never forget this. I love Coach McVay. He says, never let a team beat you twice. We lost at Baltimore. Don't let Baltimore beat us twice. Forget Washington. Don't let that loss carry over into next week and beat us twice. So reset, refocus, and we're a better team. Offense, defense, special teams, we're a better team. So if we lock in, it should be a dub for us. It's not going to be easy. I'm not chalking it up, you know, as a guaranteed win, but we got a good opponent coming in. We got to beat them. Yeah,
and like I said, I always say this every week before y'all game. We protect Stafford, I think we're going to be all right. They got 2 great tackles, Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen. We protect Stafford. I think we be in great position to win.
Man, Chase Young gone.
Montez gone.
Sweat gone. We can hold up. Before this week, we've been shutting teams out. No sacks. Yeah. So we protect Stafford.
But you know, Baltimore tricky though, bro. They be bringing blitzes from all over. You don't really know where the blitz coming from.
Good defense.
They got a great defense. So, you know, but I feel like we should be able to handle business this week versus Washington. Your childhood team, the Cowboys, put on an absolute clinic, a great show versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Dak Prescott, we got to put some respect on Dak. Yeah. And you said this 4, 5, 6 weeks ago.
Yep.
People got to, like, stop falling in love with the headlines and really pay attention to what he's doing.
Pay attention.
He's putting up great numbers. He had another 271, 2 touchdowns. They beat the Eagles 33-13 in the division rivalry. That's a huge game.
100%.
What did you think about how the Cowboys look versus the Eagles?
They play well at home. It's tough. We went down there, got smacked. So I know firsthand. But like you said, all year, he's in the MVP conversation. And, I mean, he's honestly, to be honest with you, he's been playing like that. But I said it before, if y'all been tuned in. He just don't have those wins, those big wins, especially like in the postseason. He just don't have. That's Dak's biggest knock. Like, oh, he's gonna choke. He's gonna choke. This game was a big game.
Big game.
Big game. Philly was. We used to talk about San Francisco and Philly. Oh, they went in there and beat the brakes off them people.
Worked them.
And it starts at that position. Yeah. And he's been playing good ball. So hats off to him. Like, hey, they're a tough opponent. So.
Their defense is really impressive, man. I will say this, man. Stephon Gilmore, he played one of the better games of cornerback that I've seen.
Vintage.
That was vintage
Bucket
Patriots.
run.
Vintage Patriots Stephon Gilmore play. He was locking. He was all over.
Forcing
he was
fumbles.
Locking. Everything.
Yep.
Everything. Man, if Diggs didn't go down, that's a scary cornerback tandem, man.
Yep.
But yeah, Michael Parsons getting to the quarterback. Are there?
They hold him on every play. That's what they saying about Michael Parsons. He's an animal. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's an animal. They said they held him every play. These refs, we've been talking about the refs since we first started this thing.
Yeah.
Something got to give, man.
Something's gonna have to happen at some point.
100%.
At some point. Are there concerns coming up for the Eagles? I mean, you get 2 straight weeks. The 49ers come in there and they blow you out at home, and then you go to Dallas and they handle you easily. I don't think the game was ever in jeopardy after the first quarter, for real. Are there things like after you get beat like that 2 weeks in a row? Do you go back to the drawing board? You got to get back to the basics. Like, how do you regroup after 2 games like that where you get your ass handed to you?
We are who they thought. What they say?
They are who we thought they were.
They are who we thought they were. And so, hey, look, man, I don't know. They say the defense isn't coming to play. They got the players, and it's going back to coach, their D coordinator. They got a new D coordinator. I'm sorry, this number 3. This number 3.
Run it.
This number 3. The D coordinator, Sean Desai, he recruited me to go to Boston College. But he was the running backs coach.
Oh.
He was the running backs coach. So then he got to the NFL. He worked his way up. He was a quality control position coach.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was in Chicago. Worked his way up. He got a D coordinator job. And they saying, look, man, that defense ain't playing to the potential they supposed to be playing at. They got the pieces.
They got the piece. I mean, you got to look at the D line, what they've drafted.
Yeah.
They got the Georgia boys in the D line.
They got dogs now.
You know what I mean? Fletcher, like, I don't see how they're giving up so many points. It's just it doesn't really make sense. And then offensively, too, I'm a big DeAndre Swift fan. Okay. I loved his game in Detroit.
I ain't heard much from him.
I don't know why he has not. I also drafted him in fantasy. I will never do that again. I'm gonna be right. I won't do that again while he's in Philly. I feel like when you're running back there, it's like all option type. So a lot of running from the shotgun. I feel like he can run out the I for. He can do everything. You know what I'm saying? And he's not really getting the production. Jalen Hurts numbers kind of down, but all of these things have been masked because they've been winning the games.
Right.
And I feel like when you lose, now things get magnified.
Yeah, they start looking. What's the issue? What's going on?
Yeah, so.
But I still think they're a good team.
Really good team.
But Dallas, they in the same division. Like you said, San Fran, they a big dog.
Yeah.
They a big dog through and through. The only really losses they took was when they was banged up.
Everybody was hurt.
Yeah.
Everybody was hurt.
So when they full go, they really the big dogs.
Speaking of the Niners, they rolled the Seahawks. Are the Niners looking like the most dominant team in the league right now to you?
In the league? I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. And I hate to say it because they're in our division, but you look at the AFC, we thought Miami was, that they ended up losing some games, stuff like that. The Chiefs, they're up there. They're losing a couple games. Mahomes getting frustrated, stuff like that. Baltimore, we just went toe-to-toe with them.
Mm-hmm.
San Fran in our division, so that's how you kind of got to compare it.
Yeah.
So I think San Fran might be, and their history have shown they went to the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. They were in the NFC chip not against the Rams. The Rams knocked them off.
Mm-hmm.
They've been going deep.
Mm-hmm.
Pause. They've been going deep. So I think you gotta get them their flowers. They might be the team.
And I think for me, what separates them, like you said, they took losses when everybody was hurt.
Right.
Debo was out. A lot of injuries. Yeah, but for me, what separates them is like I like the Dolphins, but the Dolphins have lost to good teams.
Right.
The Niners aren't just beating good teams; they're beating the shit out of them.
them.
You got to remember early in the year they went to Dallas and embarrassed them. They went to Philly and embarrassed the top teams. They're not having close games with them. Like they're blowing them out of the stadium.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like when
they ain't blow us out.
They ain't blow y'all out.
Nah, I'm playing.
They ain't blow y'all out though. Y'all was in it though. Y'all was in it.
We always gonna be in it with them. We see them at the finale. That game might dictate what happens. So.
Yeah, you know what? I was hoping that they might have just sit people, but it looked like that might be for their number 1 seed. So they might end up really lacing up for y'all.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But the Niners definitely look dominant. Great coaching, great players. Debo Samuel looked spectacular since he came back.
Yep.
Just a great team, man. Well-oiled machine.
100%.
The Chiefs, they took a tough loss at home to their rival. You know,
Buffalo.
Mahomes, Josh Allen is always a great game, great rivalry.
It's good for football, man. I like watching those games.
Great for football. The Chiefs receiving core, not it. We've been saying it. Their receiving core is not it. They're not it. But Mahomes still find a way to have you in position to win the game. Always. And even when they're down, if he got the ball at the end, I feel like they're gonna win. I felt like they were gonna win.
Right.
So we got to get to this last play, man. It wasn't the last play, but a very key, pivotal play in the game. Mahomes throws it to Kelsey. Kelsey does some. I don't even think you could do this on Madden. Jeremy, you play Madden all the time. Can you lateral like that on Madden? Can you do that? Hey, that's some NFL blitz, NFL street ball type stuff.
Right.
He throws it backwards to Kadarius Toney, who runs it into the end zone. I think the game is over. Spectacular play, probably the play of the year in the NFL.
Right.
It gets called back on an offsides by Kadarius Toney. Now, I've heard Andy Reid went to the media and said, hey, usually when something like that happens, we'll get a warning.
Right.
He didn't get a warning. What did you think about that play and just the whole breakdown of it, from the refs in and all that? Is that a call you have to make because of the time it is in the game, or how does that work?
Spectacular play. But like Andy Reid said, wide receivers are coached to, when you line up, you check in with the ref. Am I good? Oh, I need to back up? Okay. Back up a little bit. Oh, I need to scoot up? I scoot up a little bit. They got him on tape checking in with the ref.
He checked.
They got him on tape now. The eye in the sky don't lie. They got him on tape checking in.
Okay.
I don't know what the ref said. The ref might have been like, scoot back. That's what we don't know.
We got to get that other angle. We got to see what that ref did.
Right.
Jerm pulled that tape. Jerm found everything.
So I think it was ticky-tack. Like, when you look at it, he was off a little bit. His helmet was kind of in front of the ball, but I feel like you said, earlier in the game, they might have let it just rock.
Mm-hmm.
At that point in the game, I feel like
you got to make that call.
I don't know if you got to, because these refs have been up and down. So I don't know. I think it could have went either way, 50-50. But it's just a tough way to go out, man. And I hate that it's Kadarius Toney, because he been under fire, man.
Yeah.
But I don't
drop king. He's a drop guru. He be dropping every day. He'll drop a baby.
At that point in the game, man, I don't know. It's just a tough way to go out. But man, like, even Mahomes said something to Josh Allen after, like,
worst call ever.
He shouldn't have did that though.
Yeah. They were saying
that make you look like a sore loser.
They were saying on ESPN that Mahomes embarrassed himself.
Yeah, that make you look like a sore loser. It does. Like, roll with the punches. Refs fuck up all the time. Like, it happened. Just move. You don't say that to the opposing team quarterback. He just played his ass off. Mm-hmm. Everybody fighting. Like, you don't say nothing like that. But that call on that spectacular play, that's like the play that never was.
Yeah,
like, that
bro,
play might go down in history.
Yeah.
But now it's just negated. So it's tough.
That's a tough loss for the Chiefs. I think they'll bounce back, but that was definitely a tough loss, man. Here in LA, it actually happened in Vegas, but the Los Angeles Lakers won the first annual NBA, the inaugural in-season tournament.
Ooh, man.
What you think about it?
since I came to LA, I've always liked the Lakers. I've always admired them.
Man, you be fighting not being a Wizards fan. You be fighting it.
I'm a Wizards fan.
He be fighting it. Y'all was down by 50 today. He fighting it.
I'm a Wizards fan, 100%. I can't change that. I'm sorry. I can't change that. But they stink. They've been stinking since Gilbert. That's the only happiness we had in DC. That's the only happiness. Yeah.
Hibachi.
Look, the big three and the little two. Look, that's the only happiness I've ever had. They've been stinking ever since. But it matters. I'll say this. It matters because the prize money, I heard they get like $500K each.
Yeah, especially for the rookies. Yeah. Like, yeah, that's good bread.
And I heard two-way players get like half of that, $250.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
So it definitely matters, and it keeps people engaged. I think Tyrese Halliburton, I got the opportunity to meet him after a Cavs game. Cool dude, man. And he's been balling. I kind of hope that they won it. Yeah. But I can't be mad because it's the Lakers. Like I said, I've been kind of like not a fake Lakers fan, but I always had admiration for the Lakers. Mm-hmm. But since I came to LA, I always, watch them, stuff like that, root for them. So it means something. And you could say this, LeBron, he the first one to win it and be the MVP.
Yeah.
You can't take that from him, bro.
You can't take
People say, oh, that don't mean nothing. Jordan this, Kobe this. They didn't have an in-season tournament. Yeah. You can't
all
take
he could do is what's in front of him.
What's in front of him. That's what they presented. He won the whole thing. It was the MVP.
And so, AD played good ball. AD looked dominant out there finally.
I don't want to talk about AD.
I don't want to talk. Hey, the worst
he
part
was turned up, though. He was turned up,
The worst part is if he don't do that in the actual playoffs, he going to get fried.
Exactly.
He going to get fried, bro.
Exactly. So it's good, but I feel like some people aren't really like giving it, the flowers it deserve, but it got guys playing. It got guys competing.
Yeah.
It got guys, because
it kind of gave like a college atmosphere a little bit. Like the players, this is one of the few games like where the players, players be chilling on the bench during the games.
Yep.
The players on the bench was like turned up, like, dude, we trying to win this money. Yeah. Like they was actually like after every shot, everybody jumping up and down. Right. Like it was giving like a college vibe a little bit.
Vegas don't have a basketball team. You go to Vegas and play ball and go to the strip, gamble, chill, hang out. That's live. I think that's a good thing for the league. So looking forward. Hopefully they keep it in Vegas, but I think it's a good thing, man.
Yeah, I think
shout out to the Lakers.
Yeah, congratulations to the Lakers. New Orleans has some concerns, man. Now, shout out to the big homie Stephen A. Smith. He said Zion Williamson's stomach and ass is going in two different directions.
What?
His weight, they saying his weight is crazy. They're saying his weight is crazy. That's a Stephen A. quote, not mine.
That's been a problem since college, though.
Now, we're years in now. We're years into the league for Zion.
Yep.
He came in, I think he might have been, Wemby aside, prior to Wemby, he was the most hyped prospect since LeBron James.
Yep.
Is he living up to the bill?
Absolutely not.
Why do you think that? Is it because he hardly plays? Like, what is it? I think he just don't want to be in New Orleans, bro. I feel like he's like pulling a Harden without like verbally doing it.
But why not? Just because, that is kind of like a new.
He wanted to go to New York from the beginning. He wanted to go play for the Knicks. He wanted the Knicks to get the number one pick.
Yeah, Fabulous was shouting him out in some songs.
Yeah, like.
I hope the Knicks get him.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring him Timbs. Damn, oh my goodness. Yeah, so, I mean, shit, force your way out then. If that's going to make you play better, that's a business move, but.
They say he's every restaurant owner's favorite customer. I'm just saying what the people say. That's what they saying.
That boy like eating, huh? Especially in New Orleans, they got some good food.
Bro, they saying he can't control his food.
He probably getting it delivered to his house.
He probably getting them crab legs delivered. Them
oysters,
crawfish.
Them char grilled oysters. Oh my goodness, that gumbo.
He already laid up with all the OnlyFans stars.
Oh, see, you ain't had to go there.
Look, I'm just saying. You ain't
had to go there, man.
I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah, that's
Look,
crazy.
I ain't knocking him. Getting all that money, ain't no telling what I'll be doing. I'll be eating good too, though.
My thing is, I think his window of being like a prodigy, like a LeBron, I think that's gone. I think he just need to find his niche. He need to find his lane. He need to find his, whatever makes him be the best Zion he could be, just do that. Don't worry about the hype. Don't worry about what Twitter got to say about you. Just be yourself. And I think, he'll be all right. But that hype, let it go. Just be a role player. Be a good player on your team and help win games. I think that's what he got to focus on.
Yeah, but Zion, you got to tighten up, man. We got to get that weight under control, man. Look. I don't know, bro. Them knees, them joints ain't gonna take all that weight jumping up and down on the ground too much longer, bro.
Yeah,
He gonna have to figure something out. The Detroit Pistons have lost 20 games in a row.
That's wicked. And I feel bad. I feel bad for Monty Williams because he a good coach, man. I know he a good coach, man. But Detroit, who wants to go to Detroit?
See, that's the thing. They can't get no players to go there.
Who wants to go to Detroit?
They can't get no.
The Pistons, they got a good
I like
pass.
I like Cade.
The bad boys.
But they got some good young. I like Cade Cunningham. I like Jaden Ivey.
What's the dude that beat you up name?
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Isaiah Stewart.
Isaiah Stewart. Yeah, he scrapped. Yeah,
he
wanna
beat
fight.
you up. Like they got some pieces, but don't nobody want to go to Detroit. Ain't no superstars going to Detroit, man.
But bro, to lose 20 games in a row as a professional NBA, I don't. We gotta look that up. I gotta see what's the longest. Jerm, look that up for me. What's the longest losing streak in the NBA?
I feel like you could win a game on accident. Well, not on accident, but like fall into a win.
But
like
you know
they
what?
had a bad. The other team had a bad game.
You know what
or
it is,
somebody just got hot. Like you know?
Somebody, like at a professional level, somebody should get hot and y'all should win the game. Bro, if we lose 20 in a row, like pay needs to start being docked. I think something gotta happen, bro.
They ain't going for that.
Come on, man.
Now.
20 in a row, bro.
I'll tell you that right now. They ain't going for that.
20 in a row.
The Sixers?
The Sixers.
How many they lose?
Doing the they was doing the process. They was losing on purpose though. These dudes trying to win games.
I think it's just Detroit, man. I think it's just Detroit. Don't nobody want to go to Detroit. I've been to Detroit. I've been to Detroit, and it's not fun.
Yeah, I don't like.
It's kind of like
disrespect
Cleveland.
Detroit. Cleveland is way more fun than Detroit.
Gloomy skies. You wake up in the morning like, do I really want to go to work right now? So I already know how it is, but man, that's crazy. Hopefully they win a game soon.
Yeah, I gotta win a game.
I don't want to see them in the history books.
Yeah, that's embarrassing, man. Like y'all, if y'all lose 7 more in a row, I don't know. Y'all might as well start. I think it's harder to win games too because people ain't doing that load management. Like everybody's playing now.
Yep.
So you know.
And then they see Detroit in the schedule. They're like, hell no, we ain't losing to these dudes.
Yeah, now it's embarrassed. Whoever loses is gonna feel embarrassed.
100%.
Now people playing harder against them. Like we're not gonna be the ones that lose against them.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So it's even harder, man. I want to make sure I pronounce his name right. Shohei Ohtani.
Ooh,
He's a monster. He's a monster.
No, that's not his name. His name is Moneybag. Call him Moneybag Ohtani.
He signed a 10-year, $700 million deal with the LA Dodgers, the richest deal in North American sports history.
I don't think any baseball player should make that money. I'm not taking away from them because it's hard. I try to play baseball. Hell no.
Jamonte said he played, but we found out he got cut.
Man, he said he used to crowd the base to get hit.
He told me he used to bunt everybody.
Yeah,
he didn't even swing. He used to bunt.
Baseball is extremely hard, but $700 million is crazy. Like, you got dudes like Messi, you know what I'm saying? LeBron, Curry. Them dudes are generational. And Ohtani, he's generational. He pitch and go knock a home run out the park.
Yeah.
So but $700 million is crazy. Like,
that's insane.
Man.
$700 million, man. Congratulations to you.
But he with the Dodgers, ain't he?
Yeah, he with the Dodgers.
I gotta go see him.
Yeah, we gotta go to the game. Hey, look.
I gotta go see him.
Hey, look, man, we businessmen. We could break bread. We could do something together.
Look, yeah, I gotta go see him. I learned Japanese for you. Yeah,
Facts.
like that.
Facts. We got another great story, man. Bronny James made his debut with USC. He played 17 minutes. He had 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He had a chase down block that looked like Bron on
Blocked
Iggy.
by James.
Yeah.
Blocked by James.
Bron was in the building. SC was turned up.
Yeah.
It's a great story though. He had that heart condition, so to see him get back on the floor, that was pretty dope.
Yeah. I need him to finish with more than 4 points though, but he did his thing.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Bronny, man.
Yeah, shout out to Bronny for getting back out.
I went to see him play at Sierra Canyon. That was cool. So
you like his game?
He's athletic. I think he can shoot it a little bit. He's not a sniper, but he can shoot it. I think he'll come into his own.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I think he just got to be himself and not.
Yeah.
It's hard. Like when your dad is such a great, like no matter what you do, he can go average 25 a game.
Yeah. They always compare.
Yeah.
Comparison is the thief of joy, man.
Yeah.
Just go be yourself, man.
Yeah.
And then he got James Jr. on the back of his shit. Ooh,
Yeah, that's hard.
tough.
That's tough.
That's tough.
That's super tough.
That's tough.
Jaden Daniels, LSU quarterback, he won the Heisman. Congratulations to him. They say he's probably gonna be a late first round, early second round pick. But I feel like he probably gonna go higher. You know, quarterbacks always get moved up after workouts and t-shirts.
Yeah.
Like You know what I mean? So, do you think he's gonna be solid in the league, or you don't know too much about him?
No, I've been watching him a little bit. I saw when he was at Arizona State.
They look like clowns. When he transferred, they was trashing his locker room, saying he sucked.
Let him leave. He's a dog.
Yeah, he won the Heisman, and y'all about to be. Never mind.
He can throw it. You know, he can run it. I think he'll come into his own. I don't know if he'll be like an instant impact, but he's definitely a name you got to watch out in the future.
Definitely, man. Congrats to Jaden Daniels, man. Heisman winner. It's a elite company he in forever. Elite company
forever. Can't take it from him.
It's getting cold outside. Christmas time. So I got a few questions for you. Christmas time. What are your top 3 Christmas movies?
Oh. The Grinch is one.
That's a great
Jim Carrey Grinch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go number 3, Best Man Holiday, just for the culture.
Okay.
It's a lot of superstars. A lot of people that look like us, superstars in that movie. Best Man Holiday, I'll put it at 3. 2. You know what's crazy? I never watched Home Alone from start to finish.
Oh, you bugging. You lost.
I turned it on.
Karina, he's bugging. He's lost. He's missing out.
Ever since I was a young boy, from then till now, I never seen him start to finish. But I'm gonna put that in there just because it's an all-time
That's in
great.
mine.
So that's my top 3.
I got the
easy.
I got the Grinch like you. I got Home Alone.
Don't say Friday after the next.
Friday after the next. Friday after the next.
Ain't no way.
It was your idea, and it was your idea to put the rent money in the speaker. That's
no way,
bro. That's a goat. That's mandatory Christmas time, bro.
Ain't no way.
That's mandatory Christmas
Ain't no
time.
way.
Friday after the next for the culture, man. All right, what's your favorite gift you ever received on Christmas? Whether it was a kid, adult, what's your favorite gift you ever received?
That's tough. It's been a lot of good ones, a lot of thoughtful things. But if I'm not mistaken, I remember one year, it was a Nintendo GameCube came out. I got a GameCube, and then I also got you remember Beyblades?
Yeah.
I got the whole arena. You know the little thing that you could let it rip.
Yeah.
Let it rip. I got the arena and a couple little Beyblade things, and I think it was at the same Christmas. So that was probably the best Christmas I had when I was a young boy.
That's fire. My favorite, I got 2. My favorite gift I ever got, number 1, when the PlayStation 2 came out. The PS2. Then
that was around the same time.
Yeah, look, then they had, that's when NBA Live, it was like Live, it was either Live 06 or Live 07.
Live 06
They had T-Mac on the cover, right? That's when they had the dunk contest. That's like the best live ever.
Yeah.
The high fly, all that. That was probably my favorite gift ever. My second one, look, it's a funny story with this. So I was a big wrestling fan. Shawn Michaels, the best wrestler ever.
HBK.
Heartbreak Kid.
Shout out to HBK, man.
The greatest. I'm still mad at Mike Tyson for knocking him out during that fight and letting Stone Cold beat him. I still don't rock with you for that, Mike. So my mom bought me this. It was like a 1-of-1, like an expensive ass. It was like $100-something for the Shawn Michaels toy.
Shit, that's expensive.
Yeah, so look, I get the Shawn Michaels toy. I take it in the room, right? My mom come in the room. She didn't realize.
You ain't give her the sweet chin music. Nah, I'm playing.
Nah, look. She didn't know I had like 10 Shawn Michaels toys. So she came in and she was like, wait, you made me spend all this money on the same toy? She went off on me on
that's
Christmas.
crazy.
So that was like kind of embarrassing, but that's definitely one of my favorite gifts of all time.
Yep.
The Shawn Michaels 1-on-1. I think I still got it at the house too, at my mom's.
For sure.
So that was a great gift. What's a must-have Christmas dish you gotta have? Like, whether there be some sweets, a meal, what is it?
I mean, I wouldn't even say sweets, but I like building gingerbread houses.
Gingerbread house?
Get a nice little team together, you know what I'm saying? You have a little contest, build gingerbread houses. Whoever got the best one, you know what I'm saying, they win. I wouldn't say sweets. I like it all. I'm a December baby. I'm a Christmas baby. December 19th. So I'm all about, wintertime, holidays, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just hot chocolate, you know what I'm saying? Good vibes, good company.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Keeping warm in the cold weather. That's what I'm all about.
Mm-hmm. So, this past weekend, we're going to wrap up with this. This past weekend, we had the first annual John Johnson annual holiday event. We was down in Watts.
Yeah.
We gave out toys to the kids, foods to families. How did you enjoy your first annual event? Also, shout out to Unify.
Natasha always holding it down.
Natasha, Javante came through. He, brains behind operations always. How'd you feel about the first annual event?
It was smooth. I like to, build upon it, make it bigger. Like, everybody wanted ham. Like, it was crazy. Like, we had hams, turkeys. Everybody came wanted ham. That swine, like,
Next year we're gonna do all hams.
Yeah, we might just do all ham and have a few turkeys. But it was cool. You know what I'm saying? People coming through, showing love. They knew who I was. They're fans and stuff like that. Just anything to give back to the community, man. Especially like Watts, inner city LA.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even from here, but like I feel like it's a duty. I feel like I have to, go back to people that, they might not have a Christmas. Even those little toys we ain't have nothing crazy, but anything that helps.
Yeah.
That might have made somebody whole Christmas. Made a little kid's whole Christmas that never really got anything growing up.
And it was a lot of people lined up too.
A lot of people lined up. Cars coming through. We had a drive-through lane. Came through, swooped in. They were so grateful. So it was just an awesome experience, man.
Yeah.
We got to do it bigger and better next year, man.
Yeah, we definitely going to keep that going. As a friend, I'm very proud of you, man. That was dope. That was dope.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate y'all tuning into this episode of No Bluffin Podcast. Make sure you comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And tune in for the next one. Peace.